Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Chrissy here. So we're in a quantum uplift at the moment, and I'm sensing is coming in from different systems to different groups. And so you may be feeling a sudden slowdown in what might have felt busy, frenetic just a week ago, 10 days ago. And the slowdown is the activation. So there are initiations happening at the moment. And I sense this is kind of eclipse sandwich energy. Remember, eclipse in Scorpio is about the inner work. Eclipse in Taurus is about the physical. And so the inner work is well, it is where it is. Okay, it's going to be different for all of us, but certainly there's been a collective a light activation and initiation in the last few days, and it will continue for the next few days. So you might feel sluggish. I've been talking recently with a few people coming in about phase shifting, and so you might be having a conversation with somebody, and then it's like you come into that conversation at the end of it. You've already had it, but in the meantime you've been out, come back, and there's this time shift. And so we are dimensionally learning to navigate. Sleeplessness, all night downloads, being plugged into the mains, hot brain, busy head, or empty head. And this is another of the symptoms showing up. It's there's this emptiness. And how are we going to manage that? And what I sense is happening is Uranus is Neptune, retrograde in Pisces, is pulling us deeper into the void. And so I say it's about how we're going to deal with that. We can fight that and wriggle, because there might be a part of us that wants to get busy in Gemini with Mars going retro. But what Mars is building for is actually saying, I'm holding a slower space for you to build from here. So this might feel quite different. You might begin to create in a different way, which harnesses more of your unified sensory perception. Okay. And I've pulled a few cards. Well, I haven't pulled a few cards. This whole chunk of cards has fallen onto the table, which is what's leading me to believe that there are different codings coming down for different groups of people, depending on where you are on your journey. The underlying message is solar light upgrade. Yeah. And there's also a lot of throat chakra work going on, and it's coming through in a hot way. So I'm hearing about hot throat, and I'm bringing that in because the card underneath that is throat chakra activations, and this is to bring through the authentic coding. So big picture, we're going through a process of individuation from our past, individuation from the ancestor. This has nothing to do with love. This is to do with us cultivating and nurturing what is unique within us and what sets us apart from others. So you see there's a birth and a death in there. So light codes, let's get to these cards. They're just the underlying cards. Look at this. This is like DNA coding coming into the earth, because everything gets uplifted and activated, because the energy is indiscriminate. It is our mind focus pointing towards it that pulls it to us personally. And so wow. It's like what I'm seeing is bare feet walking on the earth, and there's this symbiosis going on of energy transference, bringing codes in, receiving codes. It's like a conversation. And it's total. It's going to uplift all the kingdoms, from the mineral kingdom, rock, geology, to nature, to animals, to humans. Now, there's something on this card I want to speak to, and it is about boundaries. And it came up recently where I asked a new question. And the question was, do we use boundaries punitively? And it opened up this beautiful package of information, because an adult boundary is just that, and it has a consequence. Boundaries need consequence as part of their foundation. But when we use boundaries punitively, we're in a power play already. Yeah, it's like old withholding parental program. You've been bad, therefore you didn't finish your dinner, so you can't have your pudding. That isn't a boundary, that's punishment dressed up as a boundary. Thank you, beautiful. And so in, of course, Scorpio season, we're in this huge karmic release, and it feels so deep and gentle, very gentle. And it's not going to feel that way to everybody. It depends where you are on your journey. If you're doing your inner child work at the moment, you're going to be gifted so many packages, which might look ugly and feel horrible, but take them as gifts, because they're coming in to go, I'm here to help you heal. And for a while, the incision's going to hurt and the stitches are going to hurt. All right. It's like the conversation is slowing down. I'm noticing that I'm moving very slowly in this energy. I'm dancing with it rather than manipulating it and pushing it and putting some kind of obligation onto it or a burden to complete in time. That feels like it's relaxing and letting go. Excuse me. Yeah, that's lovely. There's a question coming in about, and how do we move in this slow pace when we have a day job? I get the word origins with this. This is like Starseeds going home. Oh, wow. So what I'm seeing, is this a library? I can't believe this card. I literally wrote the words Halls of Amenti this morning. Yeah. What I'm seeing are people going to the bookcases and putting the old book with every workshop done, ticked, signed off, back on the shelf. And we each have a shelf or a library, whatever, and taking the next volume. So there's this big clearing, and clearings, endings, and beginnings all happen simultaneously all of the time. Okay, your body is regenerating at this very second. It is regenerating. So everything regenerates all of the time. This is going to be working at higher levels. And remember the other day I was talking about the Two of Cups in the Light Seer's Tarot and how it looks like a double helix. And so there's something with Neptune, and it feels Neptunian and Venusian. Yeah, it's feeling like that. It's just this much, much deeper. And as I do that, I can literally feel that activating my heart. Deeper commitment to self. And of course, as we heal self, we heal ancestors, we heal our timeline. And as we make this commitment to self in this very slow energy, it's giving us more space and time to create like a dedicated inner space. Yeah, and lots of sacral chakra stuff going on as well. Time for a new cauldron is what I'm hearing. And this card talks about tenderness and sensuality. Sensuality is that expansion of the sensory perception within the self. And when you mix that with this double helix that wants to pull us further down into the guts of who we are, then what that's going to do is that's going to invite Kundalini to come back, to blend and create a deeper expression of our passionate, this is raw power, visceral, sexual power, nothing to do with sex. Although those that practice tantric sex will understand this, they can harness that energy to get into this much, much deeper expression of the inner space. Wow. Wow. Okay. So let me just recap. So they're all going to work together. And they're separate. And so these different cards may land with you energetically in different ways. So we have Gaia, the Earth Keepers. We have this collective shift. So this will apply to all in some way. But if we're talking about the Halls of Amenti, then we're talking about ancient Egyptian coding, which is also coming in with Hathor. Okay. Creating sacred inner space, ancestors. So this might speak to, well, this speaks to all starseeds, all starseeds and shamans. Mm. Mm. So this speaks of Eastern mysticism. And we have Dharma again. So transmuting karma to Dharma so that we light our own path. And retreat to recharge. Enjoy this space. And if it makes you wonder why it's so slow because you're so busy, look at the so busy. Look at that. Of course. So here's the opening. New alignments. That's it, new alignments. Alignment with that cosmic force within you that moves you. You could call it spirit. Alignment with your truth, alignment with your sacral, with your passion and your creative expression. Alignment with the heart and the throat. It all comes up in a nice, even, determined expression. I think I spoke about Lemuria a while ago. Embracing sensitivity. I believe this eclipse happened at 2 degrees, which is as sensitive as it gets. Uniqueness, living with grace. Sounds easy, huh? Right, they're beautiful. This feels like an odd move, but this is the deck I woke up thinking about. So let's just see what comes out. Very 3D. This might be a leap. All right, right. So what I'm guided to do is to clarify Shambhala, Lemurian, Ancestor, Gaia, and the halls. All right. Speak to the ancestral realm, please. Oh, this is amazing. So this is speaking to cellular memory. And wisdom and learning. So this is the card to go with the ancestral realm. And so in healing the lineage, we gain a greater understanding. And it might be that part of this activation is going to wake up the DNA that knows the old oral traditions, shamanism, druidism, or the first magic. Okay, as we become creator architects. Deep knowing, you know it already. You know it already. This is about challenging beliefs. That 43.7 is saying to me, yeah, but how can you break that? I hear what you thought last week, but how can you break that and repurpose? Your deep knowing knows there is no arguing with it. You can suppress it, distort it, adapt it, but your deep knowing knows. Brilliant, thank you. All right, let's see. Lemurian sea codes, please. Not too many. Thank you. All right, okay. This is about soul alignment. So for those that remember the Lemuria experience or don't remember, when it wakes up, you will know. And it always feels like this. You know, when I do soul alignment work with clients, it always feels like I can't express it, but the feeling is the deepest love. It's the deepest love. It's what we project onto others when we think we're falling in love to the power of 10. It's that, and it's right at the center core, or right behind the heart. It's different with different people, but it's utter bondedness when you come into alignment with your soul, or an aspect that you have detached from comes back. So brilliant. For the Lemurians, that's going to feel rather gorgeous and painful, exquisitely painful. Yeah, let it open the heart. Okay. Speak to Shambhala, please. Okay. All right. All right. Shambhala people, you're rebuilding the Taj Mahal, it looks like. Okay. Peace by loving peace. Look at this lovely slow energy that you have to consider every block, to consider the building materials, the geometry. What are you building? And pause. Remember, pause sounds like poise. Okay. So stay poised. This for you might be a time to sit and just, oh, it's gorgeous. It's like a cake mix. They're showing me a bowl with cake mix in it and you in it. It's that. Yeah, I know. My analogies need some work. Poised to build. You're getting ready to build. So I'll read again the Shambhala. Retreating to recharge, poise. Trust the process, not quite yet. Dharma, building your lighted path. Beautiful, thank you. Gaia. Thank you. Gaia, learning experiences, wisdom transmission, earth intelligence. And can I add the word grace to this? Because the question I'm hearing with this card is, who is going to cry and grieve for what has been done to the earth? And there's no deep scorpionic traumatic loop to go into. It's an honoring. It's very graceful. It's soft. And I guess another question might be, how do we come to peace with so much being taken and so little being given? I'm going to pull you guys another card. Yeah. Yeah. Well, okay, here comes Scorpio. Go to the emotions. There's a lot of hand holding going on, you know. We've got a lot of higher energetics coming in here, and this is the partnership. You don't do this work alone. You work in partnership with your highest self. To transmute. We cannot kill or birth energy, we can only change it. It's beautiful. Higher self has the key. Can open the door of the four. So go to the emotions, call in the higher self, and just let it be uplifted. That will be the work that you're doing. That's beautiful. And trust me, it feels as peaceful as it looks. Yeah. Okay. We've called this. Oh, it's interesting. The halls of learning. And this, I'm going to pop the Hathor card onto the halls of learning and speak to the halls of Amenti. For those of you who are waking up serious light codes. Okay. Now that's interesting. Just as I started shuffling there, this card was face up. So I didn't speak to any of these. So I turned it upside down, put it back in the pack, shuffled. It's come out again. So this is for the serious people. Oh, wow. You guys got to say goodbye to something here. Oh, my right cheek is heating up. You got to say goodbye to something here. What I'm getting, guys, is so the first cutout is Unfinished Symphony. And this might be something you've been plugging away at. That you're now thinking about. rather than feeling, you're thinking, strategizing. Left brain. Time to go. Ow, now my jaw's hurting. Yeah, again, it's that let go. Let go. Unless you are passionately holding whatever it is you've been trying to build, let go. Because nothing is wasted. I think I've spoken before about, have you ever found a journal? For those of you who journal or record your experiences in some form, have you ever found a journal from like 2-3 years ago, read it, and now today makes sense? Nothing is wasted. You will have learned something in that process, of something that you think hasn't quite come to fruition. And there's an inquiry from the Fool energy here. What if you just pop that down? Don't have to kill it or bury it, just pop it down. Create a space. Because it's time to go. You know, we've got the 9 and the 10 here. I'm gonna pull you another card. Oh, yeah. Talk to me about time to go. Okay. 4 cards. So this is about alignment of the throat chakra. Wide open, look. It is about alignment of who you are internally with who you appear to be externally. Time to let go of the falsified self or take the mask off, because what's coming in looks like an uplift. An uplift. Mars. It might be that there's something right under your nose here that you just have to take a step towards. Open the door to the sacral. Okay, so change coming in for you. Let go to receive. As a quick aside, can we all just send a hug and a kiss to the Gaia peeps, the earth keepers? Okay, so they're going to be transmuting the sorrow that's in the soil. So you have my love. You have my love. All right, let's wrap this up. This was stunning. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Self-managing leadership and being led by divine will in harmony, in balance, in peace. This is beautiful. This is His antenna, look, bringing in all of this beautiful heart energy, bringing the heart to the mind. This is the upliftment of the Mars energy. How beautiful. Growth, blossoming, I might say, blossoming. That's gorgeous. And before I go, an abundance card. Let's wrap this up then, please. Okay, we're stating the obvious. The expansion is happening now. Okay, this is a big quantum shift. It's happening now. Make space for it. Clear down your weekend. Oh, crikey, it's Samhain. Oh, 28, 29, 30. Okay. It's a big weekend. We have Samhain, Halloween, and Mars goes retrograde in the next 4 days. All right. Clear space. Be alone. Turn the phone off. Indulge. Indulge yourself. Yeah, we'll do that later. Okay. Guys, I'm going to leave you with my love. And it's great to have you here. Yeah, that's it. It's great to have you here. Have a weekend. And take good care of yourself. I'll leave you with my love. Bye-bye.